The stock market is rigged, but if you were using rigged AI today, you followed tradability, you made money. Period. We're going to keep emphasizing the importance of trading based on volume, and that's tradability right here. Reminder, you can see all of this on our website. Get a free account. Just click the link in the description, take you right to the page. You can see that I'm not just making all of this up. But when we're reading strategy here, and we're telling you this at 12:26, okay, that's when the notification comes in. If price action is choppy, stay out of the market and wait until after 1300. So when we look at 12:26 here in the middle, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, we're just chopping right here at the blue line, right? Chopping, nothing happening. We're not going to 504. We're not going back up to 505. So we're waiting until 1300. This is the interesting thing about today. We had a Jerome Powell, Canada, something, who really knows? And you can see that in the event feed down here. We send notifications out to the Discord letting you know Jay Powell in 15 minutes, the most powerful man in the world. But I want to emphasize one more thing, probably the most important part. Do not trade alerts if you are late. Now, if you waited until after 1300 and you didn't trade alerts if you were late, you made money. It's that simple. Is it easy to pull off? No, but the system is that simple, and it worked exactly as designed. So before we get into recapping the rest of the session, big shout out, Sister V. Look at these returns. That's epic. That's insane. You're having a great week. Keep it up. Remember, always lose small, sometimes win big. If you're watching this out here, you have no idea what rigged AI is, come join the Discord. You can see all the flexes. You can see alerts after they hit 100%. And if you followed them today, you got absolutely killed. Why? Because tradability is normal. Do not trade alerts if you're late, right? So we're looking at this nuke right here, and look where they nuke it, right at the blue line, right at the opening price for the day. Let's just look at bears only for a second. That's right, this is late. You just moved down $2, okay? So when this thing comes in, you need to be thinking, hey, I'm late. You're seeing it right here. Cool, got it? Nice, moving on. Right here. This is late. This bull is late. Why? There was one right before it. I mean, this goes for 112% up to here. But it's the same thing, right? When an alert comes in, you know, we can check win rate, we can check all of those things, but it's important to see where you are positioned. Early or late, early or late. And it's like, same thing. I mean, this one, a little bit later. I mean, this one's definitely late. I mean, look how far you've just moved up. And it makes no money. And this happens, right? Happens all the time. So always thinking position, position, position. Okay? Look at the bears here. Look at this. Boom. Awesome trade, 262%. And you're getting that instantly, right? You're getting 1, 2, 3 strikes. I mean, how much time is that? That's in 13 minutes. That's what we love to see. When you're trading options, especially 0 DTE, you either win fast or take that small loss. Because every single alert, we go back to all of them, right? You're winning this fast. This one you're late, so you're not doing it. This one you're definitely late. This one, you're winning fast. Boom, straight down. This, we're late. Here, we can switch back, right? And this goes for 156%. So literally, remember, price action was choppy. We had an event. We had Jerome Powell speaking, stay out of the market and wait until after 1300. You waited. I mean, if you were tough enough to take this, 67% really quick, okay, it goes up. I mean, that's 117% to here. I mean, that is 1405. That's 5 minutes. 5 minute, 100% trade. Bears come in, boom, 262%, just like that. Bang, 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 bang. And the same thing here. So when we look at the entire session, right, we're at low volume, 100%. Very average, very normal. When that happens, we're looking bulls below the blue and bears above, right? I mean, this is a bear above. You're getting that probably right here. You're looking at this bull below. This thing's in the middle of nuking, right? It's middle of a nuke. Let's look at the bulls only. Middle of a nuke, giant candle. You're only down 1 strike. Hey, we could go further. What happens? You get down 2 at 503, and this is an awesome trade. You know, you're getting 100%. Not only that, but you're getting 2 strikes like very quickly, very easily. Not a ton of stress. Here's the last thing to talk about. Boom, boom, boom. So we shipped a new version of Komodo, and there are a bunch of changes coming. It's going to be fully worked into the application soon. And basically, you're going to have trade recommendations. This is a trade alert. The reason being, the win rate is 92.86%, and the max gain average, which is all the winners, is 275.56%. So it's significantly high. DHD, the diamond hand difference, meaning if you held this thing until the end of the session, is 57% lower. So basically that tells us, hey, we don't want to hold this thing for that long. Okay? We don't want to hold it for that long. This edge, that means it's statistically significant. So what you have with this alert coming in 0.57 above the blue line is historically, it wins at 92.86%. And a win here at Rigged AI means a 100% return, no drawdown consideration. Because if we were looking at drawdown for every single alert, there's just not enough data. And how we can use this, hey, 92.86% of the time, this returns 100%. That does not mean we need to take it instantly, right? We can always find a better entry. And with this one, right, the drawdown is significant, 54.81% in 31 minutes. So when we scroll up and look, 1457, that's right here. Okay, let's look at the final. That's here. As soon as that thing comes in, you know, we can take a position. And when we get down to the blue line and it starts ripping back up, hey, we can get out of it. Go back to all here. But the thing to keep in mind is that we still want to keep this bias that, hey, we're in the final session. This is winning at 92% of the time. Maybe we'll close lower. I mean, that's exactly what happened. So if you waited right here, Robinhood close 1530. Of course, everyone's buying calls. Retail's buying calls for 506. They make it look like it's going to 506, and then they kill everyone, right? And we close all the way down here, 503.54. So even this bear that comes in, 1516, you know, we can keep this bear bias, okay? And then when we see it start to go, we can take it. Because why? Why are we going to trade it? Because 92.86% win rate, and it's probably going to go up to 93 or 94. Not only that, PV is edge, and it has the trade recommendation. Now, the majority of alerts will be neutral, and all that means is there's not enough for it to be statistically significant. And that happens for winners and that happens for losers. So that's why we always want to look at win rate as well. And this is where I can help you, right? Blue line 0.44. That's a perfect setup for an end of day rip. But given the other conditions, a little bit of secret black magic, you're only winning these 9% of the time. And look, it's nothing, right? Terrible alert. If you do win, 278%, but you're not winning the thing very often. That is what Komodo does. We're really excited to bring out a couple different changes that make rigged like infinitely easier. We're going to be releasing content on that shortly. Let's jump over. Let's look at the QQQ. So one thing to notice right here, hard mode. And basically hard mode is just lower volume, less tradability. And when you're looking at this at 12:03, right? What's happened in the session? Well, we touched 430 once down here, and we've basically been bouncing between the blue line at 431 and 432. Hard mode. Look for a reversal at 3 strikes. And where did we get a reversal? 1, 2. I mean, look, this is 3 strikes higher. You see them, 1, 2, 3. It's almost 3. We call it 3. That is the system working as designed. Not to mention, telling you, only trade bulls below and bears above. Either can work at the blue line. If we go to bears only, I mean, look at this bearish setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, high 6. And you get the nuke. You get it. That's 100% in like no time at all. 63.75%. 46%. Not quite 100. We took 100 on this. I think it's probably because we bought 431. But that was quick. That was fast. That was epic. Here, look at what happens when you're buying bulls below. I mean, this has got to be a crazy trade. 110%. Looking at this one right here, 149%. It's the same thing as before, though. Scroll up. You're late. You're late. You're definitely late. Hey, hard mode, mean reversion as price action. And all that means is what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. And that's exactly what happened. Where did we close? 431.17. Where did we open? 430.90. That's closing at the blue. That is mean reversion. That is an entire session of nothing really happening. But if you looked for the reversal at 3 strikes and you took this, you got 248%. And that is from here to here. 12 minutes. Following the system. That's amazing. And like we like to say, hey, the system, easy to understand, easy to learn if you dedicate yourself. It's hard to pull off. I mean, it is hard to take this. Why? Because price is ripping. You don't want to see it go back down. But Wall Street knows this. Like, they know. And they're always going to F max participants. So, this Jerome Powell thing happens. He's basically saying inflation's bad, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have to higher for longer interest rate, blah, 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 blah. It's very bearish sounding. So they take it down. They rip it up and kill absolutely everyone. And then they take it down again. and then they go up, and then they close it flat. Like, dude, that is Wall Street. That is what they do best. If you can find a way to separate, everything else, the macro, inflation, blah, 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 and just think, am I at an advantage or disadvantage? What does tradability say to do? It won't work all the time, but when it does, you're going to win big. We scroll down, we find this thing, 1410. Let's look at it. Komodo, work in progress. Probably haven't seen an alert like this. Have to figure it out. But look at that. 248% in 19 minutes. You're getting 134% just buying and holding. And it perfectly matches up. Look for a reversal at 3 strikes. I mean, that's 1, 2, almost 3. 2.65 higher. You're 35 cents away from 3. Take the trade. Mean reversion. That's what we got. Not the best day to trade. Not incredible. But still, the system worked. The system delivered. Just remember, there's a huge difference. We go back to yesterday. I mean, this is what full send mode looks like. Like, we're telling you, it's full send. And if you full send it, you're going down 11 strikes from the blue line. That is what full send looks like. We come back. It's on hard mode. It's going to be hard to return 100% plus. Your profit target should be 20 to 50%. Your trade size should be small. And look what happens. We close 28 cents higher. If Wall Street is not actively participating, we should not be actively participating, aka trading. But if you're going to, right? Follow the system. Always lose small, sometimes win big. No, this was a long video. But hey, we combined SPY, QQQ into one. Get a free account on the website, see all of this. Come join us at Rigged. Have a great day. Keep it extra, extra frosty, and we'll see you tomorrow.